Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Morning Podcast. So yesterday Indian market closed on a flat note with Sensex losing 0.06% to settle at 73,466.4 levels. Nifty 50 also closed flat to settle at 22,302.5 levels. The broader markets yesterday saw some relief as Nifty Midcap 100 gained 0.73%, while Nifty Small Cap 100 was up by 0.57% at close. Some top gainers on NSE were BPCL, Tata Motors, Hindalco, Coal India, Tata Consumer, Nestle India, Bajaj Auto, Divi Slab, while top losers were Dr. Reddy's, Asian Paints, Grasim, HDFC Bank, Bajaj Finance, Adani Ports, Titan. Looking at the sectoral performance on BSE, then BSE Capital Goods gained the most yesterday with gains of 2.1%. BSE Oil and Gas, Metal and Auto also closed with gains of more than 1% each. BSE Oil and Gas was up by 1.8%, BSE Metal was up by 1.6% and BSE Auto was up by 1.2%. BSE Services, Telecommunication and Realty indices also closed on a positive note. While BSE Healthcare, Financial Services and IT indices closed negative, with BSE IT index losing the most with loss of 0.6%. In terms of market breadth, about 2,128 stocks advanced yesterday, and against them 1,667 stocks declined. About 72 stocks scaled 52-week highs yesterday, including names like ABB, Crompton, Hindustan Zinc, Just Engineering, Marico, Siemens India, Zydus Wellness, and about 25 stocks made 52-week low, which included stocks like 197 Communications, that is Paytm, Green Panel Industries, Ramco Cement, Berger Paints. On the fund flow side, FIIs continue to remain net sellers with a net selling figure of 6,669 crore rupees, and DIs continued their net buying momentum with a net buy figure of 5,929 crore rupees. Now, looking into the global market cues for today's opening, firstly talking about the US market close. US market has closed on a muted note with Dow gaining 0.4%. Nasdaq was down 0.2%, while S&P 500 has closed on a flatter note. Asian markets are also trading on a mixed note with muted cues, muted trends in Gift Nifty. So we can expect a flat to a marginal negative opening for our market today. Moving on to the companies which have reported their quarterly numbers yesterday. First one is Tata Power. The company's consolidated revenue has grown 27.2% year on year at rupees 15,846 crore rupees. EBITDA has increased 21% around on a year on year basis. The EBITDA margin is however down 76 basis points year on year at 14.7%. Net profit has gone up 11.4% year on year at rupees 1,045 crore rupees. So overall decent numbers from Tata Power. L&T's consolidated revenue has increased 15% year on year at rupees 67,079 crore rupees. EBITDA has gone up 5.9% year on year. EBITDA margin has contracted slightly to 10.8% from 11.7% in the corresponding quarter of last year. Net profit has grown 12.4% year on year to rupees 5,013 crore rupees. So, company has reported inline set of numbers, so the reaction on the stock price can be neutral. Bajaj Consumer Care's consolidated revenue has declined 3.8% year on year to 240 crore rupees. EBITDA has also declined 16.8%, while net profit is down by 12.1% on a year on year basis. Margins have contracted to 14.5% from 16.7% in Q4 of FY23. So overall weak numbers. Apart from this, the company board has also approved buyback of up to 166 crore rupees. But the initial reaction on the stock can be, slightly negative. Godrej Agrovet's Q4 consolidated revenue has increased marginally by 1.9% year on year. EBITDA has increased 98.4% year on year, and net profit has gone up 178, that is around 179% on a year on year basis. EBITDA margin is up by 337 basis points year on year at 6.9%. Although the numbers, the growth is strong, but the figures are slightly weaker than expectation. So the initial reaction can be neutral to marginally positive on Godrej Agrovet. TVS Motor standalone revenue has grown 23.7% year on year. EBITDA has gone up 36.3% year on year. Margin is also up 104 basis points year on year to 11.3%. Net profit is up 18.3% year on year. So overall strong performance from TVS Motor. Kalpataru Projects consolidated revenue has grown 22.3% year on year. EBITDA is up 36.1%. Net profit is up 20.7% on a year on year basis. And EBITDA margin has grown to 7.6% from 6.8% in Q4 of FY23. Overall decent set of numbers from Kalpataru Projects as well. Solar Vineyards consolidated revenue has grown 9.7% year on year at rupees 122.5 crores. EBITDA is however down by 4.4% year on year, and net profit is also down by 4.8% on a year on year basis. So overall weak performance from Solar Vineyards. Now, a couple of companies which are going to declare their quarterly numbers today are State Bank of India, Asian Paints, Punjab National Bank, Bharat Petroleum Corp, Hindustan Petroleum Corp, Abbott India, Escorts Kubota, Timken India, Relaxo Footwear, Alembic Pharmaceuticals, Computer Age Management, etc. So one can also look out at these companies in today's trade. Now some other stocks which are in focus due to the news are, first one is Reliance Industries. The company has acquired a 100% stake in Reliance Chemicals for rupees 314.5 crores. So this is positive for Reliance Industries in long term. Bank of Baroda is also in focus as RBI has lifted the restrictions on the bank's mobile app, that is Bob World. The company has resumed onboarding customers in the Bob World app, so this will be positive for Bank of Baroda in short term. NBCC has received an order worth rupees 400 crores from the Supreme Court, so positive for NBCC in short term. TVS Supply Chain Solutions has received a business deal for Aisha's bus facility in Bagar, so that's positive for the company in medium to long term. Wipro has collaborated with Cognitos to deploy generative AI based business automation solutions, so that will be positive for Wipro in medium to long term. RVNL has received an order worth rupees 167.3 crores from Southeastern Railway, so positive for RVNL in short to medium term. Juniper Hotels has received a term loan worth rupees 491 crores, so that's positive for Juniper Hotels in short to medium term. Godrej Properties has acquired an additional 14% stake in its arm Godrej One Premises Management from promoter Godrej and Boyce Manufacturing Company. The company's stake now stands at 28%, so neutral to positive for Godrej Properties in long term. NTPC's arm NTPC Green Energy has signed an MOU with Mahatma Phule Renewable Energy and Infrastructure Technology for developing renewable energy power parks and projects in Maharashtra. So that's positive for NTPC in short to medium term. Also, gold financing companies will be in focus as RBI has asked NBFCs not to lend more than 20,000 rupees in cash for gold loans. So this can be negative for gold financing companies like IIFL Finance, Muthoot Finance and Manappuram Finance. Now moving on to the bulk and block deals. Then on the bulk deal front, in case of Chennai Petroleum Corporation, Paulion in Emerging Markets Small Cap Fund LLC has sold 7.87 lakh shares, which is about 0.52% of the holding at rupees 887.16 per share. On the block deal front, in case of Vodafone Idea, Ghesalo Master Fund LP has bought 19.04 crore shares, which is 0.39% of the stake. Citigroup Global Markets Mauritius has sold 19.04 crore shares, which is 0.39% of the stake at rupees 12.27 per share. Also on the corporate action front, today is the ex and record date of dividend for GM Breweries, and also the company will hold its AGM today. So friends, these were the key market data points to track for today's session. This was all about the Daily Morning Podcast. Thank you everyone for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.